Hey guys, what's happening? It's Thursday. It's a little after 5 on the West Coast. We're about 10 minutes away from the start of the NFL football season. And I am making good on a bet right now that I made. Last year during the Super Bowl, my buddy Josh and I bet. He was obviously rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles. I was rooting for the New England Patriots and the greatest quarterback of all time. Possibly the greatest football player of all time. Well, not possibly, the greatest football player of all time, Tom Brady. And I lost the bet, and I promised him that if I lost, I would go on my Facebook Live page and I would take 5 minutes and I would discuss why the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2017-2018 season were the best team in football, by definition. Now, I'm making good on this bet, despite the fact that no one else in my fantasy league ever makes good on bets or promises or follows through when the loser has to get a belly button ring, but then all the guys chicken out, because they're like, we don't want him to get a belly button ring. It's rude. Losers, make him get a belly button ring. That's you too, Josh, by the way. Go do it yourself. You live down at the beach now. Go get a belly button ring. Anyway, back to the Eagles. So yeah, absolutely. The Philadelphia Eagles, they're the best team in the National Football League for about 10 minutes. For about another 10 minutes. Then we reset. We go back to zero. It's a new season. You guys get your rings. The team is way too caught up in winning one Super Bowl. Congratulations. You won one Super Bowl. That makes you better than Tampa Bay. But yeah, anyhow. So the moment that the Eagles season really crystallized, I think, for Josh, was when I gave him my tickets to the Rams-Eagles game. I gave them to him for free. He didn't offer to pay. I wouldn't have made him, but he didn't. Let's make it clear, he didn't offer. And I'm pretty sure that from where he was sitting in my seats, you could actually hear Carson Wentz's knee explode. Because he did the whole thing, right? The ACL, the MCL, the LCL, the PCL, the TLC. And at that point, I don't know if people remember, but people were like, yeah, no. The Eagles may get the 1 seed, but they're done because Nick Foles is terrible. And during the last bit of the regular season, he was dreadful. It was really, really bad. To the point where in their first home playoff game in the second round against the Falcons, I'm pretty sure they were underdogs. Now, the Falcons shit the bed because Matt Ryan can't play outdoors and is probably hungover from the biggest choke job in the history of professional football in last year's Super Bowl, or I guess at that time, last year's Super Bowl. Nonetheless, congratulations to the Eagles. They won. Then they go on to play the Minnesota Vikings, who had no business being there in the first place because, I mean, for God's sakes, how do they win on that play against the Saints? If Drew Brees is walking into the link, the Eagles are getting shit kicked. But that's not what happened. So congratulations, they go on to the Super Bowl. And at that point, it has become clear that Bill Belichick totally subverted Tom Brady because of a power struggle, decided to sit Malcolm Butler, and Nick Foles proceeded to do whatever he wanted for 4 straight quarters against the greatest quarterback and the greatest head coach in the history of professional football. By the way, whoever the defensive coordinator for the Patriots is that is now coaching the Detroit Lions, well, that makes perfect sense. The Lions are going to be garbage this year. Short the Lions. That guy's awful. Not only did Nick Foles do whatever he wanted against, again, Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, but he caught a touchdown pass. Has that ever happened? Has a QB in the history of the Super Bowl ever caught a touchdown pass? I don't think so. I could be wrong. Probably not, though, because I'm talking about sports. And I'm never wrong when I'm talking about sports. Anyway, smash cut to Tom Brady needing to march his way down the field. Plenty of time on the clock. A guard misses his assignment, and poof, Brady gets strip sacked. Eagles win. And even I feel like there was a Hail Mary at the end of the game. Great video of Josh, who refused to come out to Palm Springs because he wanted to be alone, for his Eagles time. And great video of Josh after they won because, as you know, the Philadelphia Eagles have had no success throughout their entire history. They, in fact, have been defined by being the least successful team in their division. Washington Redskins, well, Daniel Snyder obviously has cursed the franchise because he's a dink, but They have several championships to their name. New York Giants, they have a championship pedigree owned by the Maras. Fantastic, fantastic franchise. Dallas Cowboys, history, dynastic history. And I met Jerry Jones once. He's a lovely guy. Don't believe the rumors. So the Eagles, it's more that they were defined up until this point in time by disliking their opponents or by the fact that there used to be a jail inside Veterans Stadium. In any event, they won. And congratulations. I loved all the Instagram videos on the B side of it. I loved how excited people in Philadelphia got for it. I have friends and family in Philadelphia. I remember a great Instagram video from House of Highlights of like a police officer who was trying to make sure that no one did anything stupid, but was also high-fiving people in the aftermath of the victory. And yeah, there you go. Your 2017, 2018 world champions were and are the Philadelphia Eagles. Bless them. Bless them. Good for them. I feel like they come right back this year and they just, you know, go 6-10 or something like that. I'm excited to go to the Rams-Eagles night game on December 16th. Maybe Josh will come again. I don't have free tickets to give away this time, but, you know, maybe he'll be there. I don't know. He'll probably sit on the Eagles side. Because I'm sure that they'll have a lot of bandwagon fans this year, bought like pink hats and stuff like that because the Eagles won. Good for them. Anyway, you know, in the aftermath of it, Josh hasn't made good on any of his bets. We bet on a bunch of things. Like I was allowed to have his first pick in fantasy this year, and he offered to donate $1,000 to the charity of my choice, which he hasn't done yet. And the winner of our league didn't bring a single thing to the draft this year, despite the fact that he won a couple of $1,000s in the league last year. That's neither here nor there, and I'm not going to say his name. His name's Dave. This is probably 5 minutes, right? This is good? Okay, enjoy the football season, everybody. Josh, congratulations. All the best. I wish a nice debut tonight for your buddy Nick. Whatever deal he made with the Devil last year, I hope it's carried through to this season. And I hope that Carson Wentz comes back, even though Jared Goff throws a nicer deep ball. I think that's it. Happy sports, everybody. And congratulations, Josh. I love you.